we're on.
We're on? Hi, I'm the Grand Poobah. It's Tuesday night, baby. We're ready to rock and roll.
We're live.
We're live. As you can see, that's Sheri. She's alive. She's live. That's Faye. She's live. It's Tuesday night. It's Tuesday night with Tony. Faye and Sheri from Sheri's Scene are here, and we're very excited about it. Sheri put this hat on my head, so it stays. It stays on.
We like props.
Well, that's a whole other show. All right, so we are. We'll get right into it. They run a page called Sheri's Scene. Tell us what Sheri's Scene is.
Sheri's Scene started about 4 years ago. It just lets
She's
people
nervous.
know
She's
where. Oh, lets people know where the events are going to be. The music for Nassau, Suffolk County, it's part of New York, gets listed. There could be 60 to 80 venues that get listed a day.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And it gets daily. It goes on daily.
And it's awesome because it's the place to go to if you want to know what's happening
One-stop shop.
on the Long Island music scene. Before we really get heavily into it, just a minute or two before we went live here, Sheri was saying that she has DNA with the Wilson sisters from Hart, who I don't care how old they are, they're still pretty freaking hot. So I want to know what that's about. So
we went to the.
I have all sorts of visuals in my head.
Post game at the Met game, they did a post concert series.
Oh, it's a Met. Oh, at City Field. Yeah.
And we had some good connections. And thank you, Terry, for bringing us on the field level after the Met game when we were touching Ann and Nancy Wilson in the Playmobil. And I couldn't get a pic or anything else, so I took the water bottle and a Diet Coke.
You took their water bottle?
I took a water bottle and a Diet Coke, and I still have it to this day.
And was it empty?
No.
No. And you still have it
I
filled
still
up?
have it on a shelf that I keep.
Wow. Do you like?
No, I don't really.
And what'd you get?
I got a pic.
Oh, you got
a set list.
Oh, nice. Wow. So, and where did you touch them?
We were just front and center.
I thought you said you touched them.
I could have. I did. I always did. One of my idols. I'm a Hart fan, and I will always be rocking out with Hart.
Nice. I have a. No, I was going to say something dirty. So Sheri's Scene 4 years now. You said
it started in the summer about 4 years ago.
Just a little shy of 5,000 followers. What made you decide to do it?
It was a challenge. Somebody challenged me to do the page. Where the scene was going to be. I was out and about, just with live music, support live music, and it started as a challenge, as a joke, and it just happened. So
you were going out all the time, just going to various bands. So what? People would start asking you, "Hey, where are you going? What are you doing?"
Right,
so then
exactly.
somebody
so
said,
that's how it started. It's,
okay.
I'm into live music. I think it's very important to support live music and the bands and the venues. And music has been my whole life. I blame it on my mom. She had music playing on her 8 tracks from Queen to Sinatra, and I was brought up with it.
Nice.
That's what I do. It's my therapy. Listen, it's my therapy. I don't play an instrument. I don't sing. I just appreciate
That's
music.
exactly what I was about to ask.
Musicians.
Same with you, right?
And
crazy.
when they're having a good time on stage, how could you not have a good time? There are plenty of bands that the scene started that you didn't think you were going to be into. And all of a sudden you become a groupie of this band.
Sure.
And people, certain venues, you become the same people show up, so you become a family that you choose, these friends that you choose as family. And that's how it started, and people, 4,600 people religiously follow it. The support and that I get from, what do you want to call fans? Members, we're all one big family. It's
friends,
it's
right?
It's music.
Musical
It's a musical family
Nice.
that it's a great feeling. There's a lot of love and support for what I do, and I do it for the goodness of my heart. And we give forward. And
nice. Are you a part of the official Friends of Liberty DeVito page?
Yeah.
Are you really? Because that's exactly. That's how that page started. That page started as a joke too.
Yeah,
and
tell that story. That's a really cool story. I love that story.
Is it?
Yeah, I love it.
All right.
He's like, you're not going to believe
I
this.
didn't think it was that good of a story. Well, Liberty was on that other. He was on a Billy Joel page where he would talk to the fans and have conversations, answer their questions. But he got a little bashed. People were bashing him on there. So he said, "Screw it," and I'm leaving this page. So I just, as a joke, I just started the official Liberty DeVito fan page, and I sent him the link, and just as a joke. And next thing I know, it was people were jumping on,
But
and
how
he
many
was.
people are on that? I mean, there's like a lot of people.
I have
Like
no idea.
thousands and thousands of people are on that
No,
page.
it's not.
It isn't? How many do you think?
But we have a Liberty drumstick. Liberty drumstick, and Liberty signed the back of her of Sherry's sweatshirt.
KJ Farrell's home base.
How does explain this this sweatshirt here. What is this?
KJ Farrell's is where we all met.
I'm not pointing at her boobies. I'm just talking about KJ Farrell's. Although they're lovely.
Wondrous Stories is a band that we all would see on Wednesday nights at KJ Farrell's.
Wondrous Stories. Kenny Forgione's coming on in 2 weeks. He's going to be
Kenny.
with us 2 weeks.
Jeff Siegel's watching.
Jeff Siegel's watching. Wow.
Ooh, Kenny Friedman is watching.
Kenny Friedman's watching too.
We have a lot of people.
Frank
Hi, guys.
Walker.
Walker.
You know
Well,
them.
right.
I
Robin Greenblatt on the father said, Sheri and Faye live. Ah!
All right. Well, since you mentioned Frank, I am gonna tell a story
plug
there.
Frank.
You can plug Frank. I don't plug my brother. But I am gonna
We
yell.
love Frank. Frank.
I've yelled at Frank, and I've told the story when he's been on here a couple times. The first time I met Sheri and Faye, the first time we met them, was at Jones Beach. We went to, I don't even know what we were saying.
Me and you?
Yeah.
We went
At the
to
Mad
see Sammy Hagar. No?
No, it was last year we went to the beach for whatever show it was.
That was a great show. I was there for that.
Oh, Skinner. Maybe it was Leonard
maybe
Skinner.
it was Leonard
So
Skinner.
we, no, that was this year too. Whatever show it was. So we walk over and I see Sheri and Faye, and they were there because they were representing MAD, right, which we'll get to. But they're there, we're handing out flyers, I guess, or just talking to people.
Looking for donations to
Oh,
support
okay.
the MAD organization.
So I went up to
We've
them.
been doing that for 4 years, by the way.
Oh, all
We've
right.
been doing it for 4 years.
So I went up to them and said, "Hey, I know you guys. You're friends with my brother." And they said, "Who's your brother?" I said, "Frank." They said, "Oh, we didn't know Frank had a brother." So that's my little
That's
shout out to
story,
my brother there.
That's funny.
But then I've seen them everywhere since. Everywhere. They're all over. They call you the queen of the scene, or both
Yes,
of you?
they
You're not,
call
why
She's
don't
the
they call
queen.
you?
I'm not the
my
queen. It's entirely her page.
my good friend Nancy, lovely Nancy, just came up with that name,
Oh, okay.
and it's stuck, and it's.
But you deserve a title too, because you guys are
She's
on the
our
scene. They're
mainstream.
everywhere.
Yes, we are. This is
She's like a
partner in crime. I think we call it. I
Soul
guess.
sister.
Soul
Yeah,
sister.
yeah.
Soul sister. Soul sister. Right.
Isn't that a song?
Right.
Sing it. Sing.
Soul sister.
Right.
No.
Good.
Oh, there it
Oh,
goes.
you lost your
And-
mind.
The
That's
grand
fine.
poobah is gone.
It's all full of sweat now anyway. So how does somebody get? Is this like a privilege? Is this? You're moving up in the world. Did you get to sign the sweatshirt? Is that?
Yes, no, it's people that I enjoy seeing, and it just started as this Lords of 50 Seconds signed it at one interview I went to see, and it just became something that.
Yep, I saw Kenny Sino up here somewhere. That's our
Sino's
buddy
here.
Kenny.
Frank Bellucci and his little artwork, goat drummers that rock, and just it's there. So we'll have Tony. You're gonna sign it before we leave. Right?
I'm not a rock and roll guy, but so and actually I should thank you because we promote this show on Sheri's Scene. We promote our stuff, and we're not. So are we the first? We the first comedian.
The first
comedians?
live show
Yes.
on the scene.
No,
Congratulations!
but hey, thanks. I'm honored. But we're also the first. Are we the first non-musical act to actually list on your page?
Yes, probably.
And that's okay.
Of course.
So Sheri's Scene doesn't have to be music.
Yes, it's music. Yeah.
No, I'm
Nobody
saying
can
doesn't-
sell Ray-Bans on it. Okay? So, yes.
No, I mean
We-
like other comedians if they wanted to, could they post there too? Or is that no? You just want this as a music page.
Yeah.
It's live music, so live comedy. It's entertainment.
So as long as it's
entertainment.
live,
There's theater shows that go
Oh,
on.
there are.
and
Oh, okay, that's
if I
cool.
know friends are
Oh, okay.
playing in that, we'll try to list as much as I can.
are there any rules or anything as far as posting? Can anybody
It's a public site.
There's no
Yes,
right? So right, as long as it's
Not stone.
yeah, as long as it's not, I guess X-rated or something, it's okay to just anybody can just.
yeah.
No, I'm serious.
No,
Anybody,
it's an open page. It's a public page, and anybody can post
have you ever had to take something down?
many times.
Many times.
Yes, there's a few people. I don't like the negativity, the bashing of other players, or if
Oh,
someone
okay.
had a
Oh,
bad
people
night.
actually do that?
Yes, it's
Oh,
it's freedom of speech. It's freedom of speech,
Sure.
and
Sure.
people feel that they can air their laundry and they can. It's a public site,
Mhm.
so I do monitor it. I do watch when I have the time. This is not my full-time job. I have a full-time job. I teach 2-year-olds all day.
Oh,
So
2-year-olds?
Yes, I teach 2-year-olds. I've been teaching young kids for 15 years.
Oh, wow. Where?
Roslyn now, it's a private school.
Oh, okay.
But it's a lot of work, and there's no doubt. And I continue to keep it going because of the appreciation and the love and support from everybody that goes on the page.
Okay.
And, Faye's listed as the administrator, so she has access, and she can do what she likes as well. And we do this together,
That's great. And and one thing I just learned, because through Sheri's scene and from seeing you guys everywhere,
Yeah, put that
So
down.
I just assumed you guys, were like lifelong friends or something. This is something you guys all did together, but that's not the case. Would you say only 3 years you guys have known each other?
Yeah, it was a connection instantly through the music. We all met, like I said, Wondrous Wednesdays at KJ Farrell's was our home base. It'll still be my home base. I've been going there for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And this is the usual suspects started from, again, 100 plus people. Wondrous Wednesday at Farrell's.
So that's where you guys met, Wondrous Wednesdays at KJ Farrell's?
Belmore, New York, people.
KJ Farrell's, the
Yeah,
place,
the
that is the
best,
place
yes.
to go.
I love going there. I love that
It's a
place.
great music venue. People become friends from the same people. Again, show up every Wednesday for a certain band or whatever band on the weekends. It's a place where you can go alone. It's a place you can go with a group of people,
Right.
and it's like Cheers. You feel comfortable there, and it's a good feeling.
And who'd you say, Kevin? Is
Kevin
that the
is the
owner?
owner, yeah.
Who's the sound guy?
Lloyd.
That's he's that guy he must live there.
He's the master. Yeah, but he's the best at what he does.
Yeah, that's what I've
So,
heard.
when we go to the Space, is a great venue on Long Island. There's
Jeff,
not too
the
many.
space.
Jeff, you rock it.
Jeff is the best.
It is. There's not too many Nassau County live music venues.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And it's what I do. It's what I do. It's like I said, it's my
So-
therapy.
Right, and you said you can go there alone, or you can go there and musical family. So, was it solely from Wednesdays that you?
Well, that's how it started.
Yeah, and you
Wondrous Wednesday.
not
picked
only
up.
you two developed a friendship, but there's
There
a
are
lot
so
of
many people that are in my inner circle. I don't want to call it that, but
in your clique.
no, in my family, my friends that I chose as family, and met through the scene. Started that we'd run into again same people at different venues, and run into the same people. And well, if you like this kind of music and you're here all the time too, then we got to go out together.
Sure.
And that's how it branched out.
That's cool.
And there's a lot of us that socially now go out, and not just for music, it's socially.
And what? But was it? So what did Sheri scene have anything to do with that, or you kind of
Well,
met
again,
your?
it was people would read the page and
Right.
decide if they're in a certain town.
But you've
and they
made
don't know where to
friends
go.
that way too.
That's
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
very, very
Connections.
close, intimate
Yeah.
friends.
right.
And like
Yeah,
I said,
that is
that
the
are now
weird
family.
power of
Social media.
Yes,
social media,
social
Facebook,
media
and
is-
pages like that is. I'm sorry, you were laughing. I was going to ask you what you were laughing at. Is it something
Somebody's
you can repeat,
Is
or
Wally writing something?
Eric Shevlin wants to know if you've ever kissed.
the two of you?
Do I need to kiss him now?
No. I think they were talking about us, Shaq.
Oh, Faye, no, I don't roll that way. Sorry,
No,
people.
me either.
If that's where we're going with this.
Oh,
Maybe
then-
hugs.
That's
This is over
that's where he
then.
was going.
What's that?
That's where he was going. John Lesko said, "You girls do a tremendous job, not only for the musicians, but for those of us who enjoyed watching them perform. And thank you."
Right, that's what it's about. It's
Really
about
is,
going
yeah.
to see a band you never thought you were going to be into, and again meeting the same people and have a social life. There are many people that this is why the page continues. A lot of people literally come up to me that I meet actually for the first time, and I enjoy that. Please come over and say hi to me. I do enjoy meeting people for the first time that I've never met, but yet know them for however long the page has been running, and it's just amazing that people literally, I change their lives. And it might seem silly to say that, but
I don't think
people
it's
that never
at all.
went out and people that
So
never
you should wear
had,
the Grand
had
Poobah
never
hat.
had
The
friends
love of music.
that now, have a life. And that's very important to me, that I know I can change something like that for people.
Make them
And that's why the scene the page continues on, for the appreciation and the support.
Yeah, and I agree. I know it. People like Eric, they'll probably laugh at us for stuff like that, but it's true. We're part of
Yeah, Eric
Billy
laughs us
Billy
all the time.
Joel Retold page, where we've they talk about Billy Joel, which everybody has their hobbies or things that they're into, whether it's sports or music. But we've made some really great friends from that page.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right, and we all get together at things like the Lords, and we all sit together and have a great time.
Yeah.
And you can't.
It becomes an annual. It's not like a traditional thing that we do, where we'll go to certain bands that will play, annual and.
Like I didn't think that we'd get to know like the band members
the fundraising.
too. Like I didn't even expect that because I'm like kind of respectful of. I just feel like they're doing a job.
Why are you walking backwards as you?
Because the microphone's here, and sometimes when I hear the show back, like you guys will be talking, then he'll make I'll be so loud. So, but what was it during the summer? We were seeing. I think we saw the Lords. We saw the Lords at the Beach Hut.
Santa Park.
Oh, yeah, we went to that one too. Yeah, you're talking about the Beach Hut
and you were holding up the Liberty Stick. So here's how that happened. And this is something that 3 years ago I would have never expected ever to happen. So we're standing there, we're watching them play, and I get an email that I just got laid off. And I'm like, what motherfucker, fuckity fuck. And it was
anything can go live, people.
It was like towards the end of the show, and I was like, it just devastated me. And I showed Tony the email. I'm like, I get an email of it. And so I don't know what it was, but I always thought it would be cool to have a Liberty Stick, and I never wanted to ask. So I'm like, well, I'm going to ask. So I go up to Andy Gilmartin, and it was like the end of the show. I'm like, Andy, I just got fired. Can I have a Liberty Stick? And he seriously goes like this. He's like setting up stuff, and I go, and that's what I said. I was like, can I have a Liberty Stick? He goes,
introduce yourself.
Like it wasn't even like 5 seconds that he paused, and like 3 years ago I never thought I'd be a part of such a community. Like he made that better in such a goofy way,
Mm-hmm.
Great guy.
It is a great band.
Yeah, they are. They're fantastic. And like I said, Kenny Cino's name's on it. I don't see David Clark's signature
It
on it.
might be. Well, Ken was filling in for another band.
Well, yeah, I
This
see.
was a lot of the signatures are from a fundraiser that they had in Babylon. The town of Babylon did a fundraiser, so a lot of people were there filling in different bands. We have John Sparrow. He's the artistic one, as you can see, and it's just
Yeah, I see Decadia. I know Kenny played in Decadia for a while.
John Fox. You're on here. There's a lot of people. It's just became my musical sweatshirt, and
That's cool. I like that.
I don't wash it now.
Eric just called me the Yoko Ono of the group.
Who did? Eric did?
Who's Eric?
Eric is my business partner who we, if you don't
Are
mind.
you a scener, Eric?
What?
Is he a scener?
Is he a what?
A scener.
A scener.
I don't know what that is.
Well, do
Oh,
you remember Sheri Scener?
That's what they're called, like parrot heads.
No, when
they're
I'm
sceners.
like, we're going with nuts.
No, that actually works. I like that. But no, Eric, he's not a scener. He doesn't even like music much. He doesn't like anything nice and positive. He's a very dark, mean person, and he doesn't enjoy seeing people having a good time in life.
He needs to join the scene. He'll make new friends.
I've been bugging him to see some shows with us. He always says yes, but then never comes. Eric is my business partner. We just started last week hosting a radio show on govsradio.com. That's Governor's Comedy Club. They have an internet radio station that's affiliated with iHeartRadio, and we've been hosting. This is our second week. We're having a blast. So tune in every Monday through Friday from 11 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. He's been calling Sally Loco because she comes in and works in the control room.
Yeah.
But
That's an important job.
But
Sound guy.
right? See, that's what I told you. It's an important job. But she feels isolated in the control room.
See, this
So
I
now
don't
she
mind.
keeps coming out.
Like this, I'm like, you could hear me and stuff. So if I'm gonna say something, it's fine. And I don't wanna say a whole bunch of stuff. I'm saying more tonight than I ever say ever on.
Which is why Eric calls you Yoko.
Yeah. So on the radio show, I'm in this room where you can't hear me.
What?
And I'm like, so I'm just like lonely all day long. So I'm like, this is ridiculous. The phone never rings. I can hear it from me in the room. So I just like threw myself in.
But
the
that's
room.
going to change. People are going to call all the time and talk to us.
Then I'll run.
We had Stone Grissom on from News 12. He came and joined us yesterday. You guys know who that is?
Yes.
Do you?
I'm a Cablevision girl.
Nice. So
Know
Stone,
before you go.
He's so nice.
yeah, he joined us. We've had a few guests. Local comedian Gina Scarda. She's coming on Thursday. If the weather's good, she'll be joining us. So yeah, that's our little plug for that. All right, now You showed Judas Priest the other day.
I did St. Patrick's Day for the first time.
They cover the whole gamut, right?
I was so
Sheri was
impressed.
at Priest. Faye was
The Beach Boys.
the Beach Boys. So they cover all the genres. But you guys, which I can't believe, you guys tailgated.
We did.
You
We
must have
hooked
been
up with
freezing.
well, the people that were there, 3 p.m., 3 o'clock in the afternoon. These guys were tailgating, and I said, I pulled in the lot, and I said, I'm going to park right here, because I know this is going to be a good time. And it was a great night, St. Patrick's Day, and the guy fed us, and they partied with them, and it was awesome. And it's about,
So it was fun. You guys weren't feeling a thing out there then.
it was great. It was great. It puts you in the
And she had
mode.
a
It was pregame.
And she had a designated driver, right?
Pregame. It was pregame.
All right. Speaking of designated driver, do you want to talk about MAD?
Yes, we
Go ahead.
volunteer at Jones Beach every summer for MAD, great organization, and we love it. And Jones Beach is one of our favorite venues in the summer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you guys, what is it? You look for donations? Is that what you're saying?
Donations, and we try to make people aware of how dangerous it is to really drink too much and drive.
Right. And is there? And it's not. You guys would know better than me, but there's been people from the theater. Like there's been some unfortunate.
Some unfortunate
Oh,
situations.
okay. I didn't even know that.
Deaths, over the years.
You know, you have people that come over and tell you their stories.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And,
Yeah.
and you just listen, and you just
Yeah.
you give them a hug,
Sure,
you know.
sure.
And we're just there to tell people just awareness. Just have somebody drive for you. There are plenty of companies, Ubers. I mean, there's
Sure.
these companies that will actually drive you home with another driver and actually bring your car home for you.
Yes.
So there's many companies out there that will help you drive yourself home.
Right.
And drunk driving is a very serious offense, and we take it very seriously.
People are saying so many nice things about you. Nancy David First
Hi,
said,
Nan.
if it wasn't for
Finance.
Sheri Scene, I wouldn't have made the friends in this music community.
Right, she's one of my
Nanette
friends that I chose.
Marchi said, you guide me in the right direction to hear live music.
Wow,
Like
you're
all
like a
these
spiritual
people that-
leader.
Yes.
Right, the queen of the scene.
So, I totally lost my train of thought here. So what about you, Faye? How did you develop your love of live music
also,
and just?
From a young age, I had an older brother and sister, so I got exposed to all of their music, and there was always music playing in my house as well.
But same thing, right? You don't sing or play, so none of us.
I'm in the shower.
Three music lovers that know nothing about it, but just
I
love
think we
it.
know how to sing, though.
Yeah,
We
we
do
do.
know how to sing, of
A
course.
little bit.
Let's go. Let's
Oh, I karaoke the first time.
Come on, all right. We want.
Babe, I got you, babe. Babe, say I love.
Oh, it's getting
Yeah.
You was getting all
Woo!
warm and fuzzy.
And we just we feel the music, we dance, we just
Well, that's what it
enjoy
is.
Yeah,
You know,
it's just,
you see a musician playing, and they're having such a good time, and that's what I like going to that. I like to just dance.
makes us
You know,
happy.
it takes away my troubles of the day,
Nice.
and it's like
And you get the same feeling of watching comedy guys up there doing it.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Thanks for playing.
and everybody drinks, right, Mr. Ryan?
Yeah. Who doesn't love to laugh, right?
That's my motto: live, love, laugh. You'll see that on my sign off every day.
Eric said the only reason he's watching your show is because This Is Us isn't on.
But Kevin Can Wait is on. The Voice is on. I'm a voice.
We don't care about that. This is on. This is
Right.
on right now.
Yeah, baby.
All those other things can be DVR'd.
Yes.
You're live.
Favorite band?
Favorite band? Ooh, that's a tough one.
That is tough. That's hard.
I have way too many. Tom Petty would be up there. Though.
Tom Petty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big Tom Petty fan too.
I'm a
Yeah.
Kansas and a Styx girl. Meatloaf. I go back to my teenage.
Da-da-da.
You know,
Of course.
I'm a Zeppelin girl. I'm a rocker
Zeppelin.
till I die. You
That's
know.
interesting though. You know, yes, a music lover.
But I
their
saw
favorite-
Barbra Streisand and I cried. I had goosebumps. I couldn't believe I was
Wow.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to Faye, we went together, and
Wow.
you know we do a lot together because
That's interesting though. You ask big music lovers their favorite band. Kansas and Meatloaf are usually not.
again, but it's my childhood, and that's
Yes, that's awesome.
I started
I
started
know
seeing
those
concerts at
hits,
13 years old. I went to Zeppelin in '75. I wasn't
Did
even
you?
old enough.
Wow.
Yeah, and
You were
so-
like 2.
wasn't too. But yeah, it's my life. It is.
Yeah.
It's what I do.
Share. I'm going to ask you both. Share some good concert memories? Whether it's a big concert or something local, some fun stories.
Well, the first time I saw McCartney, I walked out of there and said, okay, I could die today and it'll be okay.
When was that? 89?
I saw him no, not 89. I saw him
no, I'm serious.
City Field. I saw him
I went to the City Field too. I had
stadium
many times.
I was like 30th row at City Field for that.
I saw him just recently. The Coliseum was the last one. I snuck into the floor. It worked. Thanks, James. James Stolzer hooked me up.
Wow.
And you keep your connections close. They say that, and I can't thank the bands enough for inviting me to their venues, to their gigs, and I appreciate that all the time. That people will just reach out to me and say, "Listen, if you're going to be around, come to my gig."
Nice.
And I do appreciate that, and I take it. I try to support wherever I can, and I try to. There are days that I could hit 3 venues.
Really?
I got to see a set here and there, and you try to show your support wherever you can.
And your sceners, they follow you around.
They don't follow me like.
Her minions.
Again, I go to good bands. I'm not gonna lie. KJ Farrell's is probably the best Nassau County live
bands
band.
in one night. What do you not sleep?
A lot of talent on there.
Absolutely.
Sleep is overrated. No. No, there were days that I could start at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and just try to catch a set here and there and just show support. Even in restaurants, there's some great duos that go out.
Sure.
And if you're, a good player, I enjoy that. So I try to catch us.
Yeah, like I know Melissa Goodman posts on your John
I've known her
Estrada.
many years. I met her through Us and Floyd. And
okay. She was a part of that?
She was a singer with the original
I didn't know that. Okay.
Which I kind of pat myself on the back for that one because I kind of found them. I feel like.
Really?
And they do. They credit me to that. It's cute.
What does the word trifactor mean?
Trifecta is hitting 3 venues in one night.
Oh.
So that's one of my
people
jokes.
People keep writing that in.
Well, that's one of my jokes. I'm like, we'll do a you did a trifecta. And there are people that now do that. They try to, to do the trifecta. It's what I have to. You feel like you have to give back, and these bandmates became friends, and the venues are very supportive. And
that's great. And you guys said it just a minute ago about how there is so much talent on Long Island. There really is. But one thing that I've asked a few, because we've had David Clark on here, we've had Frank, of course, we've had several musicians. What's your opinion on? There is a lot of talent on Long Island, but currently on Long Island, it is so oversaturated with the tribute band.
That
thing.
seems to be the up and
right.
Which is fine, and I have no problem. We go to a lot of that.
I love them.
But I do.
We do too.
But sometimes it does upset me. Sometimes I do feel it gets in the way of. Sometimes gets in the way of true talent. Gets in the way. These poor guys can't play the original stuff.
There's a lot of original bands that do the original as well. Pages actually has an original Tuesday night.
Do they?
Wait, what is it called?
Original band night at KJ's on
Showcase.
Tuesdays. Showcase.
Which we're in the way of right now.
Oh, really?
Yes, actually.
Sorry.
John Reagan is playing there tonight.
Maybe
actually,
during the
with
summer
original
or something.
Stuff. Yes.
Yeah, so the tribute band just seems to be so big now that I don't know. It seemed to me
But
anyway.
People love that. They love to hear
They do.
the music.
I love the
of all
long
bands
concerts,
together.
like in the summer, like sitting in the lawn and seeing the tribute band.
Well, it's funny that I started that. The people that know me many years ago, I used to color code the parks. I used to have a calendar with music under the stars from all the different town venues. And I used to color code this huge calendar of the different color parks, and I'd actually email a list to a lot of my friends back
So you were meant
7,
to do
8
this.
years ago that started even. So people would look for me every summer to say, well, this is the bands that are playing at
The
certain...
Sheri pick.
The pick of the day.
Yeah.
How do you decide where you're going one night? Let's say the Lords are playing somewhere, and
That's
but
sometimes
Kansas.
there are many
City-
conflicts. There's no doubt there are many conflicts, and that is a hard choice. To
Do you
pick
contact them? Say, hey, if you want me at your show, where
No,
my seniors
I-
can follow me.
I don't do that. It's just gonna follow me. No, it doesn't work like that. I just decide what I want to see. Like there's many conflicts throughout the night, and you have to try to just either do both, and try to do a little bit of everything. And I've done that many times. Godfrey's playing at the Space, by the way.
Yes.
I know, Jeff.
Yes.
We hit Jeff up because we did We did
Friday the 30th. That's
we
its
did
show.
for the Lord's show. We did some Billy Joel trivia prior to the show, so I offered it to Jeff for us to do the Godfrey show, to do some Clapton trivia. Jeff has not given me a final definitive answer yet, Jeff.
When is that show?
What's that?
When is that show?
The 30th or the 31st?
Friday the 30th.
Friday the 30th.
And
And speaking of Godfrey, I know you guys were there. How was the Bangladesh show?
awesome.
It looked
every
awesome
year
on
it's
YouTube.
just-
Every year, yes.
it's just-
Tommy Williams, Kenny.
The
Porter,
talent
they
on
just-
one stage, and when you put all these players together, and it was a party for us, you know, because these are all our friends up there, and there was 100 of us in the audience, if not more.
Sure.
And
It was-
we laughed. And like, oh, thanks for the party. You guys were great.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, at the Space in Westbury, it's been an annual thing for a few years, right?
Yes.
At the Space in
Sunday the
Westbury, they do a concert where they recreate George Harrison's Bangladesh concert. Long before Live Aid and all those other great concerts, George Harrison did a benefit for Bangladesh. I think it was 71 or 72. I think it's 71. As far as I know, the first big, charity concert. Bob Dylan was there, Clapton, Leon Russell, Ringo, of course, Billy Preston.
We missed that one.
And that's what you didn't get to, because they didn't see it on Sheri Scene back then. So every year at the Space, they recreate it, and a bunch of the bigger Long Island names, they come and play. But then they also play other tunes after, and big encore. It goes on for like 3 or 4 hours,
Oh,
right?
yeah, it's like...
And the past 2 years, I think, 2 guys from the original Paul McCartney and Wings actually show up, and they play Denny Lane and Steve Holly. They play some Wings tunes, which I'm sure probably everybody on that stage is probably thinking to themselves, "Holy crap, I'm playing with guys from Wings."
Yeah.
If you're a music fan, that's a big deal. That's a pretty big deal.
There's amazing talent on that stage.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you go on YouTube and look, in fact, this year I've never seen them do it before, but this year they actually posted some professional, quality stuff, not just cell phone stuff. This year somebody recorded it professionally, and there's a bunch of clips on YouTube. Great show. We were both the past couple of years. We were working the same night, but it's one of those shows. It's one of those nights. One of those few nights I wish I didn't have a show of my own, because I would love to see that. That looked like a
So
great show.
Godfrey's going to be a great show at the Space, and then from there I'm going on to Mulcahy's for Completely Unchained, the best Van Halen band out there.
Oh yeah,
A great band.
well they're playing the same night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
That happens a lot where you try to do the best you can. So you'll catch a set here and you'll finish off the night somewhere else.
Wow.
But Completely Unchained, guys, if you haven't seen them.
They're playing Mulcahy's that night?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's good.
That's it.
I know that. I'm like, oh, I'd love to see that.
Yeah, you love them.
By the way,
Love them.
Groupon, don't always, gotta go on Groupon. Groupon gives you the best deals for these concerts, and you never thought you'd be into the band, but for $25 you go.
Right.
And next
Well,
thing
that's the thing too. You save money going to these things as opposed to the real deal. I don't know how people afford concerts anymore. To be honest with you.
it's not like it
crazy.
used to be. So take advantage of those Groupons. I post them all the time.
Wow. Wow. You got me thinking about the Completely Unchained. I didn't know they were playing that night.
Incredible. They actually signed my shirt.
Did they?
I think they have. Yes, they have Jake Miller on the back and Gene.
Can I
I'll
tell you
see you then.
I'll tell you my Eddie Van Halen story. I was in 1995. There was an alternative band called Our Lady Peace. I don't know if you remember them. They were.
I'm a baby.
Yeah, me too. I was 6 months old. They were my friend Rob, who I don't know if you remember in Hicksville, the CD place Purple Haze. I don't know if you remember.
I was from Plainview. I grew
Oh,
up in
okay.
Plainview.
So are you really familiar with the store?
I know. Yes.
Yeah, because I worked there. My buddy Rob, he's still my good friend. He owned the place, or one of the owners. And this band, Our Lady Peace, they were coming to the store to do an in-store appearance. So I drew like caricatures of the band, and they used it as their promotional poster for the band. So they come in, they see the poster, like, oh my God, who drew that? And I was like, I did. So they gave us free passes. They were opening for Van Halen that night at the beach.
Wow.
I was like, holy crap! And I'm a huge Van Halen fan.
Sammy, too.
I'm one of the minority that prefers Sammy. So this was sorry.
No,
so
we do
oh
too.
really?
Sammy, Hagar 55, don't try 50. I'm a Hagar.
Nice.
We actually went to the Westbury Theater, and we saw the Hagar's Birthday from Cabo. It was a great movie. It was a documentary that was in an hour and a half. And Hagar.
We saw him we went to the Huntington bookstore.
The book signing you did.
Signing.
And we
Yeah.
went to the book signing, and he was
That's
talking about a cookbook,
Yeah, the cookbook he did.
and it
yeah.
was he was really interesting.
We got online and we got the book autographed, but then I noticed that the line was coming to an end, so I went back around and nobody stopped me. So I was the very last one, so I said, I need a picture. So he said, okay, so I got a nice picture with him. That was great.
Yeah,
So,
You said you needed a picture. I begged for you.
yeah, sure. You're right, you did.
Yeah, you were like, no, don't bother. I'm like, no, man, we're
If
doing
I were
this.
to
You
love
love
my
this
friend.
man. You love this man more than anyone.
So I get these tickets from this Our Lady Peace Band, and I had seen again, huge Van Halen fan. I had seen them a few times during that tour. This was actually the last tour that when Sammy was still in the band. This was their last tour with him before all the reunions and stuff. So it's Sammy's. So I'm I don't know if they still have it at the beach, but if you have the stage. If you had backstage passes, they used to have these risers where the people with the backstage passes would sit on these risers. They'd actually go up these long stairs. You know what I'm talking about? No?
I never had the privilege.
They're like on the stage. Oh, really? You've never been back there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. Come on, you're Sheri
I'm
scene.
Sheri from Night on the Queen.
You
I
gotta-
should have that privilege.
You've been back there?
Yes, connections. Keep your connections close.
All right, we gotta
We'll
do
talk
something
about that later.
That's bad. All right, so you know, but you go up
Yes.
those long stairs. So Sammy Hagar's doing this acoustic number. I've already seen them a few times on that tour, so I'm like, all right, this is the bathroom time, right? I go down the stairs. There's Eddie. He's just standing there holding his guitar, waiting to go on, right? I'm like, holy shit, I don't know, 20 something. It's a stupid kid. A little starstruck, which I don't normally get now, but at that time I did, right? So yeah, I come down these stairs. Eddie's right here, and I just look at him like, holy shit. Now to his left was an older fella sitting on a bench. And so it's just really, I look around. I don't see anybody else. So for this short window of time, there's nobody else in the world but me, Eddie Van Halen, and this old man. And I'm just standing there. He looks at me. I pull a piece of paper out of my pocket like an idiot. Eddie, can you sign this? He looks at me. He goes, "You got to get the fuck out of here!" Just like that. So now I'm cracking up. And I actually just go, "Eddie Van Halen, just come to me." Who I'm talking to, I don't even know. So. Sure enough, then all the security guards are coming, and I go running. No problem, fellas. And they actually let me go, which I was shocked. I thought for sure I was dead. So I'm on a big high at that point. Eddie Van Halen cursed at me. This is the best day of my life. They come out later for the encore. They start playing Mississippi Queen, the song Mississippi Queen. Here comes Leslie West to play Mississippi Queen with them. That was the old man sitting on the bench.
Oh, that's so funny.
I had no idea. Because if you're a big music fan, you know Leslie West, when he was really famous, he was like the size of this house. But he had just gone through some medical issues at that time. He was thin. He was like really thin. So I didn't recognize him. So yeah, it was me, Eddie Van Halen, and Leslie West.
Good memory.
I thought so. That's my whole story. I thought it was pretty cool. That's rock royalty right there. That's the whole story. All right. Why do you think Sheri Scene took off the way it did?
I just think that people appreciate live music, and
But was it?
support.
But word of mouth, so if I'm just talking to a friend,
friends would mention
All the
to another
time,
friend,
yeah.
say, "Where are you going tonight?" Well, I went on this scene page, and
Right.
this person just lists everything, and listen, I've used it. There are times people say, "What's going on?" And I'm like, I type it, I don't even read it. But there are times I'm in a certain town, and I'm like, well. Something got canceled or it ended early. Like, let's check it out.
Sure.
Where are we going? And we
Right.
actually use the page and I do
Refer to the
use it.
page, yes.
And
And
it
it
helps
is
a lot
just-
of people.
Just the two of you are the admins, right?
Yes.
Right.
Well, thanks to my son, I had to use his name because I was put in jail and I had an issue with the page and it's back and we're live.
You
And,
weren't really put in jail. People think you're
Facebook jail.
Facebook
Yeah.
jail. And so my son was very generous to let me use his name and post things and continue the page on for the 30 days. And
Which, during that time you received a lot of support from,
I
Your
gotta
musical
say,
family.
Right, there was.
right, just a lot
That is
of,
beyond overwhelming,
Right.
the love and support that people show for the appreciation and the things that I do for them. And you don't realize you change so many people's lives. Again, I said that earlier. It's just a great feeling, and that's why it continues on. And I do it for the goodness of my heart. And donations are gladly accepted. You can GoFundMe page at Sheri's Scene. No, and I did. I had a computer issue, and one of my computers blew up, and
oh wow.
and some friends stood by me and made a GoFundMe page, and it was very generous. Bands were generous, the fans were the members were generous, my friends were generous.
Wow.
And that again.
That's good to know.
That
Yeah,
means a
I
lot.
like hearing when the bands kind of give back a little bit.
Very
like one
generous.
person-
We do.
Very
We spend
generous.
a lot of our
Very
time and money on these fuckers, so they better.
Yeah, we actually really do. Like, if you've got
There's
like
social
money for
media,
every
though.
time you advertise one of the bands
Right.
around here. Sheri came drunk here for. So
Yeah,
it's gonna drive her home because we don't want anyone
Faye,
driving
you
drunk.
might
spiked your coffee. I spiked your coffee.
Faye's our designated driver
Oh, what's
tonight.
going on? Whoa! Holy shit! What the hell?
But someone wrote in that you work so hard to keep Sheri's scene going without any financial support. These ladies are truly an asset to the rock and roll community, for the fans, the artists, and the venues.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes.
Julianne Lehman's watching. Sal Katora. Sal got banned from Facebook too. He for a pretty long time.
Yeah, he didn't get. I don't know if he got banned, but I think actually I'll have to ask him, but it might even be a lifetime. He wasn't banned, but he's not allowed to post any more videos.
Yeah, something like that.
Well,
Something like that,
seems
yeah.
to be the issue. Copyright. Songs are copyrighted.
Yep.
And if the tribute bands are going out there, that's how we like to get the bands acknowledged.
Yes.
By putting our live music on, putting
Right.
pictures of the band, and again, that generates fans
Sure.
for the venue. And the venues are very generous. I have to just say that.
Yeah. But but the copyrights, it does get a little funky because then you can get in trouble for posting copyright.
Right.
I mean,
That happened many times.
Yeah, we posted a video where
And Facebook is
Facebook and YouTube, they're
They-
both cranky.
Oh yeah, something
They know
happened
where
to you
you
a couple
are.
of weeks ago. It was weird. You
I
were just
posted a video of your dog, but Zeppelin happened to be playing in the background.
yeah.
We didn't
He
even
was
think
just
about it.
posting like a
So,
funny
yeah.
video.
And they
of,
heard
like,
the video.
Jesse.
That was it. They wouldn't let it.
And then he's like,
Wouldn't
"Why
let
did
it
my
explode.
video get?" He was kidding around. He's like, "What? Like, what did Jesse do that like this got banned?" And he realized, "Oh, there was music in the background. They were
Yeah.
just playing.
Right.
Just have me
Dog
playing in the
video.
house." Yeah.
So you said the venues and the bands though, if you post a video of them playing, they're supportive?
Oh yeah, they
'Cause
love
I-
when we do that because
Yeah.
again, it brings attention to the band.
Right.
Because I
And
know
that you
like
never saw them before, but you're
Right.
watching a live video or you're.
Senator Richie
Yes.
Kanata hates that
Right.
because
Yeah.
it's bad quality video and it may not
Well,
sound
there's
good.
sometimes
but-
the band might not have a good day, and it's like you
Well,
said,
no, a good
my
day or
phone
not, just
sometimes
quality,
is a
yeah.
snap, crackle, and pop, and if I'm too close to a bass, for some reason my phone reacts to it, and it snaps. It looks like, sounds like there's applause constantly
Yeah,
going.
sure, yeah, right.
And then people will joke and like, "Oh, sure, you must have got a new phone because the video is great."
Oh, that's
In
funny.
certain venues, I have to be careful with that, being upfront with most of that. But yeah, some players do not appreciate a bad video going up of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The last to be taken down. Yeah. We put it up.
Yeah, sure.
So, but again, we try to just show, everybody that there's different kind of music that you never thought you'd be into.
Hey,
So-
Melissa Bolo's watching.
I'm sorry, what?
Melissa's watching.
Melissa Boilo?
Mhm.
Melissa Boilo is up in Syracuse. She hosts a Billy Joel radio show every Sunday morning at
Oh,
10 a.m.
sweet.
and she's fantastic. Yeah, and she's also very supportive. Actually, of the Long Island scene, she plays a lot of Michael Del Judas's music.
Nice.
Yeah.
I gave her some audio of the Lord, so she plays a lot of that stuff.
Great band.
And she's very jealous of us down here that we have all this great music, and
We're
they're
very lucky.
they're
We're
up
very
in the
lucky.
sticks.
I've
There's
lived
nothing
in
to do.
Syracuse.
We're very
It's
lucky
like,
for the music that we
it's
do have
rough.
on Long Island.
Yeah.
And that's just,
Yeah.
we don't take advantage of it. We're in the middle of out east. So you have all these beautiful beach huts and live music all over the place. Manhattan is 20 minutes the other way. And, we try to make the best of it, every day.
Sure.
Wake up every day, it's a damn good day. And people know that's my motto. That's what I just say, not everybody.
It's like the Magic Garden or Romper Room.
Magic
see,
Garden!
And I
love
see
Magic-
John, and I see Michael. So what? How do you get to take advantage of Sheri's scene? Free tickets? What do you get? Come on, there must be
There's
some
perks,
perks.
there's
Come
perks, of
on.
course.
Like what? Come on. Come on.
There are times that I don't have to pay for most of my,
Nice. That's well deserved, so it's fine.
and certain bands that do appreciate. And Pump is an Aerosmith band, which again, amazing guys. The BJs, Peter Mazzio.
Yeah.
Every
The
time
what,
he's playing
the
at the
BJ? The
New York
BJs?
Bee Gees.
Oh,
The
the
New York Bee Gees. Let me tell you, it's a great.
Oh, is it? Oh,
great
okay,
band.
I've heard of
They
it.
play
Really
at
good.
Paramount a lot. Peter Mazzio and his Tammy's in the band, great voice. call me knowing he's in town, and if I'm available, please come to my show.
Okay.
And we've hung backstage with him, and he's very generous, and most of the band are very generous.
Well, I didn't know there was an Aerosmith band.
Tom, yeah, he's
I didn't know that.
Ralph Martinez.
I really like
excellent,
Aerosmith. I
excellent.
like that.
He's-
I love that.
They're on their game.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a good band. Does the whole, get up, the whole outfit.
Oh yeah, because when David Clark recently he recreated Billy Joel's show from Shea,
Right.
and
He's also got a great Sting band.
yes
That's
he does.
a great band.
You
He's
know,
got a great
you-
voice. He's got
Dave's
Billy Joel pegged. You know,
Yes.
he studies him. You can tell his
Yes.
mannerisms, everything about David is just
And
amazing.
you know, he
play.
changed
And
the name.
congratulations to his wife. Let's say about his
Oh,
wife.
Yes.
Cindy's a
Cindy.
listen,
How
man.
awesome is that? Again, and people never knew that she was a player, sax player.
We knew.
Trumpet. Oh
Trumpet,
yeah, she
right.
plays.
But I'm just saying, and
Well,
I
she's
didn't
a
know
music
that.
teacher.
And again,
Yeah.
I watched some of her videos, and
Oh, she's
you learn,
phenomenal. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked her. She didn't get back to me either, Cindy. I asked her about being on here. We're going to see her when August.
Yeah.
We're going to go check out one of her shows, which we've never done before. So we're excited about that.
Yeah.
I do a lot. We do the cutting room. Actually, the Weaklings are playing there tomorrow. Hopefully, the weather will be cooperative,
The
and I can be
Weaklings.
there.
Who are they?
John Manjavi and Glenn Burtnick and,
Oh, okay. I
and
knew
Bob Berger, and
Oh,
they do
sure.
a Beatles.
Oh, wow.
They just played
Amazing.
the whole Beatle Fest.
Okay.
Oh,
Right. Liberty was there. Liberty
Yeah.
played.
And so again, we
Great.
try to do the winery, one of my favorite venues in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Cafe Wild, which go to.
Oh, sure,
We go to
yeah.
cutting room.
Yes.
Again, anywhere that live music.
Well, yeah, I
is
didn't know you
there,
guys
and-
branch out to
Yeah,
the city
we
too.
branch out.
I'll let
All
you
over the
cut
place.
We're going to see Rocktopia on Wednesday night.
Broadway, Rocktopia is
Pat Monahan's going to be
from Train. He's
Oh,
Train.
sure,
He's
yeah.
going to play in the Broadway show.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow, he's got some voice. I'm not a big fan, big Train fan. Their songs are like.
I like
he-
trains.
But that guy can sing, man. I saw him sing Zeppelin somewhere.
They're
Yeah,
really
used to
so
be
he
the
does-
Led Zeppelin tribute band.
Oh, all
That's how
right.
he
Is
started,
that what I'm-
yes.
really?
Uh-huh.
Wow. So maybe I saw him before he was famous.
Mm-hmm.
Because I definitely
Before
had
his
that.
days.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe actually, you know what? No, it was with Train. They covered Ramble On, I think it was. And
Okay.
yeah, he can. That guy can sing, man.
Yes, you can.
I don't
It's
like.
9:45 just to.
Is it?
yeah,
All right. So you're
give you an
gonna
idea.
grab your laptop and.
I can do that. Sure.
All right. So we're gonna usually for all you guys that watch us normally, we usually do a little trivia at the end, some random trivia. But
You said that.
some certain people say, "We don't want to do trivia."
You can tell the voicer.
Well, yeah. So
The Blake.
that was voted down, and since we're kissing up and rubbing.
No need.
So we're bowing to the queen of the scene and saying, all right, fine, no trivia. So then another hottie who's on the other side of me said, what about name that tune? I said, oh, that's a great idea. So Sally she's just gonna pick any random tune. She'll have to play it a little closer to the iPad so that the viewers can hear it. And we're going to try and guess, but you guys are going to try and guess too. So instead of typing in and sending us your trivia answers, you're going to give us your answers to what song you think Sally is playing. Now, like we just said, with Facebook and YouTube, they get a little funky when it comes to playing copyrighted stuff. So Sally, it's got to be very quick. So
Don't I have like 23 seconds or something?
I don't know if it,
Didn't
there's
David
actually-
Letterman say it was 23 seconds?
well, I think David Letterman might have, better licensing deals. And that's just a wild
He's
guess.
got you.
Maybe,
He's got
possibly, but oh, you know what? And while are you ready or?
Yeah, man.
Oh, all right. Good. I'll just mention quick. I think I may have mentioned it last week, but I love David Letterman, but he stole this idea. He's now running a show on Netflix where he sits with a guest for an hour and he talks to them, which upset me. But
That's the one person I wanted to meet in my life is Johnny Carson.
Really?
it never.
Well,
I met Bob McAllister.
I was on Wonderama.
You were on Wonderama?
I was on Wonderama.
Really?
I didn't have an aardvark, but I was on Wonderama with my brother. Yes, my brother and my two cousins. We sat up at the top. Oh, yeah. Remember
Frank
it
still
like it
talks
yesterday.
about that. Like
Remember
he
like
met
it
the
yesterday.
president. Yeah.
Yep.
And Leonard Nimoy we met as kids too. So,
See?
but not Johnny Carson.
Not
Why
Johnny
Johnny
Carson.
Carson?
Just something about him. He intrigues me.
Johnny
Just
Really?
I love that whole talk thing. I love that.
Yeah, I do too.
He was the king to me of talk show.
I agree. Yeah, that actually, funny enough, him and Mike Douglas. I loved Mike Douglas. I don't know why, but I did. and that's where this comes from. And I love Fallon and Colbert and Kimmel. I love what they do,
I
but
like the whole.
but it's one thing I don't like about it. It's all very quick, and a lot of it's planned. And where you watch some of the old Carson, you watch some of the old Mike Douglas. They're really just sitting around chatting, and I miss that. And the guests, you know, he'd be done with one guest, and they would stay, and then, so everybody would talk. You don't have that anymore, and I don't know. I like that.
Ben does that. He does the whole couch scene. Just
but the
karaoke.
But the people don't stay though, right?
Yeah, they all stay.
Oh, they all do? I see. Oh, all right. I'll have to watch more.
It's too late for you to be staying up.
I'm out watching a band because Sheri said to go check out a band, so that's why I don't see it.
There you go.
But what I'm really pissed. Forget about Letterman. I'm really pissed. I posted it earlier. There are other people now. Apparently, this is really working because now other Long Island comedy guys are. You know, somebody posted on my wall earlier that they're doing a Tuesday Night Live show.
Copyright.
This is the place to watch.
That's right.
Forget This Is Us. Forget Kevin Can Wait. Forget it all. This is it. That's right. Watch that guy on a replay. Or better yet, don't watch him at all. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get my ass kicked. I'm scared.
All right, ready?
But come closer so the...
22 seconds.
22 seconds. All right, so here we go. First song. If you know it, go ahead and send it to
You
us.
can say the name of the song or the artist.
Well, yeah, we're not...
And
Yeah,
I'll
we'll say whatever we
be
want.
Happy.
Now, all right, but now you're going to
Maybe
play a
artist.
few, so you got to keep track of what
artist.
you're playing because we're not giving away the answers yet to give the viewers a chance to type them
And
in.
what are they going to get?
There's no
Are the viewers
way
gonna
you're
get-
not going to get these.
We
Because
could-
if I actually know the people and
Are
the
you
songs,
able to
you're
tally
gonna
to
do
see
it.
who the winner would be?
Look
Okay.
at Miss. I don't want to do trivia.
No,
now
no,
now she wants a board.
The friends that are watching.
Now
the
she
friends
wants
that are
an
watching.
official game. Ding, ding,
Right.
ding, 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 ding.
Right. If the friends that are watching and whoever answers the
Alright,
most,
so
the
we're
winner
not
would try.
answering, they're answering.
They're going to
Well,
get
then
a
we
free
can answer
admission to KJ Farrell's in Belmore.
Say it again. A winner will get...
Yes.
Real? Oh, wow. She really does have a
They will
poll.
get
Wow.
a free admission to KJ Farrell's.
On
If you answer.
when? Like any night?
Yes.
Even on a weekend?
Hope so. Yes, they can. Yes. Yes.
Does that include
KJ
us?
Farrell's is the place to see live music.
Can we win that too? If we guess, right?
We're good.
You can come as my date.
Nah, all right. Now we're talking. Nice.
We're coming
Sorry,
as a
Joe.
threesome.
Wow. We don't do that. I don't roll like that.
Me either. I just want to get in for free. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. I hope this works. This is my first one. We're gonna have to do a commercial first.
Oh boy.
Because I'm too cheap. Okay.
It's live.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's Neil Young.
You're right.
Really?
Song.
I didn't see
I'll
it.
get you in anyway.
California.
Oh yeah, that night. Oh yeah. That's Old Man.
Yeah.
One of my favorite songs.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Should we play like a little bit for everyone?
I'm a rock star. I sit by the speakers too.
How did you get that?
I have no idea. I bet.
Former
Wow. Yeah, the song didn't even start yet.
It's like
I'm impressed with myself.
Cows.
But he just like said 2 words.
All he said was thank you, and I nailed it.
So I
I'm
wrote
good.
this song.
All right, I don't want to get in trouble, so.
Well, you know what? Well, all right, maybe one of them will let play. If we get in trouble, we'll get some exposure. No, I'm kidding.
All right, next one. That was funny. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves.
I feel for clowns.
I know. I feel bad. I didn't even let anybody have even a chance to.
We're getting into
I just would like to introduce this. It says, may your home be filled with happiness, tranquility, and friendship.
And it definitely is right now.
Just have to say that.
You off the door.
Oh, come
Dream
on.
on, dream on.
Okay. I don't know any hard ones.
Yes, you do. Well,
All right.
you know mine.
Dream on. Should we sing a few bars? Sing it.
Please. Did you ever see Kenny Sino play Dream On with Big Shot? Kenny Sino rocks the shit out of that song.
He's a good player.
Kenny Sino is amazing. One of my favorites.
He's a nice guy too.
Funny man. Funny man. He does his little jig too. Did you ever see him? He does his little jig. And that's my Kenny Sino impression. Sometimes he watches. I don't know if he's watching tonight.
All right. So what else would you like to do?
Do
I know, I'm looking to see what I didn't ask yet. It's all covered here.
What is
There
that
she goes.
That's a commercial.
Ask your healthcare
I got it right.
Help, right? So much.
Oh, come on, man. These are
Challenge us.
Yep.
Ask some questions. Ask some trivia ones.
Well, come on, you gotta. Surely you can.
Dig deep.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Let me think.
Well, there's some Beatle fans out there. So throw some Beatles.
Oh boy.
Who cut their hair?
Right. See.
Yeah, who came up with the Beatle mop top? Name all 5 Beatle movies in order.
Oh. It's in
Beautiful
order.
Morning by the Rascals.
You're right.
It's a beautiful morning. That's my debut.
That was wonderful.
Yep.
That was beautiful.
What is Rosebud?
What is it? That's who's asking that?
Bob Kolosky?
Bob.
Rosebud is there was a Fleetwood Mac movie. I don't know if that's what he's referring to.
I don't know.
Is that what he said?
He didn't give you the
Google.
answer? Did he?
He's gonna Google.
No, I'm gonna just go on the
Rosebud.
I'm gonna find our video to see so I can check to see if he answers. There was a Fleetwood Mac movie, a documentary that was called Rosebud.
I like those documentaries. I watch a few of those.
Oh, yeah, there's some great ones.
I just watched a Lenny Kravitz.
Oh yeah,
It's
which one?
just his life.
Oh, my God, these people. I almost played the Eagles. Oh my God.
Oh
you know
my
who
God,
they
that
are?
One of my favorite bands.
I know, but
My
that would have been
favorite
like a nightmare. They would have showed up at the door.
Yes, my favorite band.
You gonna see them? Did you get your tickets for them yet?
I did not get it for them because I'm going to probably go in 2019.
Oh, okay.
March of 2019. Isn't that crazy? Is I going to buy them now?
Yeah, that is crazy.
So I'll wait. StubHub, you gotta love StubHub. You gotta love all these secondary,
Kenny Forgione got the Beatle question right. He named all the movies
course
in
he
order.
did. Hi,
Kenny
Kenny.
Forgione.
Hi, Kenny.
Savoir faire is
Who's
here.
he's coming on in 2 weeks to see us? Oh, all right, here's one. Let me show you guys right here. Peter Scala says, well, he says Orson Welles. I know that's Rosebud, but I'll ask you guys. Do you happen to know who Peter Scala is?
Well, you put me on the spot now.
A little bit of a celebrity. If you're a Billy Joel fan,
You know.
Then you would know.
well, I'll give you.
Just in the last month, you would know.
Yeah. All right.
I
Well,
went to a show 3 years ago, so.
he. Well, all right. Kind of a hint. I might give it away by telling you this hint, but his real first name is Jack. Does that help you?
Jack from Billy Joel.
Yeah, there's a Billy Joel.
Jack?
There's a Billy Joel connection to Peter Scala. And his real
Captain
first.
Jack?
Oh, say it again.
Captain Jack.
There you go. Peter Scala is the real Captain Jack.
Cool.
True. It's true.
There you go.
All right, this one
Nobody's
might be
impressed.
hard, but I just think I love the song, but so I don't know if you know this. Another commercial.
Oh,
Ding, dong. Cheers.
It's
Another
a little
one,
while for her to.
oh, she said her.
Her.
She just gave it
She
away.
gives the hint.
Carol King.
Oh, my fave.
No.
Yeah.
Joni Mitchell.
I saw her at Jones Beach.
Just saying.
Who's somebody's talking about Jones Beach?
They just played.
Trying to hear the voice.
Oh, it's Polly Simon.
Polly
That's
Simon.
the way I've always heard it. She did.
Wow. Paul D'Antona wants to know how many members are on Sheri's scene.
Over 4,600.
Jeff Siegel, for no apparent reason
Hey,
whatsoever, writes Mets suck.
What about those Mets, huh?
How about those Mets?
As Met fans, we're used to losing. You can't get any worse.
Go Rangers, they're playing tonight.
Yeah, it's a bad time to be a New York fan for any sport, man.
The Knicks.
Whoa, who says no audio? Can you guys hear us? Jack Scala says no audio. Actually, no, I think there was audio. I just had mine on. Yeah, there's audio. Come on, Jack, open your ears.
He must be a musician too.
Take those earplugs out.
I think Jack, he's doing other things that I think to affect his ears. Jeff. Oh, come
There
on,
we
man.
go.
This is
A
too
legend.
easy.
I actually sat through this concert. I have to say it wasn't a very good concert, but the legend was on the stage, and I sat through the whole show because
That's the worst concert I ever saw was a Meatloaf show.
Really?
it was not a very good show.
Later on.
Yeah, this was
It
actually.
was 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, was it? No, I'm going back to the '90s. It wasn't really. It was kind of a concert. It was a VH1 taping of a live show. So it wasn't the actual concert. It was an actual taping. So they had more control. He would do 2 songs, then they would take him off to redo the makeup and the hair. He'd be gone for a half hour. Oh, come on, man. You know a few deep tracks. I know you do. So it was like 2 songs, and he'd be gone again, come back, gone again. He never even played Paradise by the Dashboard Light. Never even played it. Which
This was at Westbury, and they didn't have signs everywhere. No videotaping, no pictures. They knew how bad it was.
right.
And
Well, what's with him?
But I
Have you
said-
seen him lately? Did he have a stroke or something?
yeah, he collapsed on one of his shows.
Yeah, he's. Oh, that's Billy Joel. Stop in Nevada. Stop in Nevada. Let's see, Robbie
Vienna.
in Davina.
Yes.
Let's
Hi,
see
Robbie.
the boots.
Hi, boo.
Nice.
Come on.
Get everybody with this. It never gets old.
It never
Jeff Siegel, I can hear the ladies, but not you. But that's Jeff's choice. All right. No, actually, a few people saying it. Kenny Ford Jones says, says we did go out for a minute.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it says. But yes, Kenny, you won the Beatle question.
He gets free admission to KJ.
You get to see yourself for free, Kenny. Paul D'Antona says Joe Smith for president. Does it? Okay,
Heroes
that
for
doesn't-
heroes, man. Let's throw that out there. Again, there's amazing people out there that work, for promoting things. And Heroes for Heroes is a great organization for the vets. You'll be doing a music concert. You'll be doing a fundraiser for it.
Okay.
And get involved in that organization, Heroes for Heroes.
Nice.
It's giving back to the vets and Northport VA.
Oh, sure.
Try to raise money to rebuild the facility, to have people go back in their homes, and
Oh, that's
great organization.
Yes.
nice. Bob Kolosky. He never answered what. He never answered what.
Rosebud.
Yeah, we never found out. That's Billy Joel again.
I want you to Google.
Light as the Breeze, a Leonard Cohen tune.
Wow, you're going old school now.
Yeah.
Well,
Billy Joel are the only people that I know that like the really deep songs.
but explain why you like that song in particular, Sally.
Sally, every time she says Sally, I'm thinking of the Who. Sally Simpson is one of my favorite Who tunes.
And
Outside the house, Mr. Simpson.
and
Oh my
that's
God.
that's from the Tommy album.
Man.
What's Tommy's last name?
He's going to put me on the spot again.
There's a trivia question for you. What's Tommy's last name?
Oh, come on. Why are you throwing that at me?
The
I don't
first
know.
lyrics in the whole album. Think about it. Captain Walker didn't come home. Tommy Walker, and that was Frank and me. That's our father's name, Tommy Walker.
Someone wants to know: is there any news on the beach huts?
Yes. They already booked. Billboard's playing. Decatur, they will be playing. The same bands that were playing last year. We'll play 45 RPM will be there.
Nice.
And Billboard Live, John, as a great band. Excellent band.
Oh,
Billboard
so
Live.
you even get the inside scoop on what's coming up.
I get, there are times that I can get 1,000 emails a day
Really?
to try to keep up with
Wow.
what goes on. It's hard. You know, I prefer anybody that wants to send me their calendar, IM it to me, email it to me. That's the easiest way to guarantee it's going to get listed.
Right.
I try to keep up as best I could. This is not a full-time job. I would love to have this as my
I
full-time
bet.
job. Let me
Sure.
tell you,
That'd be fun.
This would be great. You know, I don't have the time to go to venues. You know, sponsoring the page is the way to go with this. You know, and I would love to take it to the next level.
Sure.
But again, I have bills that need to get paid, and I love my children. They get me up in the morning. I love my job. So I've been teaching for 15 years.
That's great.
So would I love to carry on and absolutely.
Wow. Man, I lost my train of thought.
I do that to
She
people.
said-
I do that to people. Yeah.
Talking about the inside scoop with the
Beach
play, yeah.
Beach
but
huts,
I
right,
can't
the
remember.
beach huts. So yeah, they'll all be playing again. There's 3 that are not. I think it's Mesquite. The one's out east, West Hampton, Hampton Bays, and there's another one out there that are not.
So you mentioned all the bands, 45 RPM and Wondrous Stories, Decadia. You guys ever check out Rubik's Cube?
Yeah.
You like them?
They play at Stevens Talk House a lot.
They do?
In
They do.
Amagansett.
I had to throw them in. The drummer, John Laspina, is one of my oldest friends, so I had to.
Nice.
I just like to throw that in there. He's actually Jeff, I got to talk to you. Poor Jeff. People are always bugging him to book Rubik's Cube. So
No, they're great. They're a fun band.
they're a great band. But Jeff, I got to actually talk to you about them. Let's see.
There's some great bands. You know, they're doing a lot of tribute bands at the Space as well, and it's great.
The Space is one of my favorite places.
Yeah.
Me too. I mean,
I love the
I have to
just
say.
the whole atmosphere.
Yeah. The lounge is great too.
Yes.
They're doing great acts at the lounge
Sorry,
on
Jeff.
Thursday nights.
Jeff's getting all upset already. Sorry, Jeff.
On Thursday nights, no, let's talk about the Space.
Jeff-
It's
Jeff,
a
they
great venue
just-
on Long Island.
Absolutely.
Jeff
They just
runs a great show. He's a light man. He
Jeff
does
is
it
the
all.
man.
Yeah.
They just asked me to. They actually contacted me just today. They want to know the best way to contact you because they want to reach out to you about booking a show. There you go. I probably shouldn't say that here, but I did. Glad to hear
No,
the
but on
beach
Thursday
up.
nights we're gonna do not weird, the Space will do in the lounge, and they have some great acts, and Nancy Alice and Half Step play there, and people just go there to get their exposure. I saw people got involved with Chelsea. Chelsea's a great player, and she does also a live gig on Monday nights from her bedroom,
Oh, wow.
and very talented player. And I ran into her from seeing her at the lounge.
Wow.
So, again, now we're friends on Facebook, and I try to watch her feed, and I try to support where I can.
Nice.
And it's, keep it alive. That's all we can say. Just keep live music.
Carolyn Purr is watching. You guys know Carolyn
She's
Purr?
a great player.
She is great. She's performed with our comedy
Yeah.
troupe. She is so freaking talented. Amazing.
Yeah, we saw her at the Mousetrap
Oh, yeah?
a couple of years
We never made our way to the Mousetrap. It looked
Well,
nice.
it's no longer the
We can't
Mousetrap.
go
It's
there
going to
no
be a
more.
new
Oh, that's-
venue.
It's gonna be nice.
New venue.
Oh, is it?
new
There's
rock
something else
venue.
coming up?
Yes, it's going to be music, pub, and grub.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is this a song we're
In
supposed to?
Amityville.
Are we guessing
we're
on this?
back to trivia. I'm
Oh.
going on, the Amityville.
What the hell is that?
Laurie Anderson.
Oh, that's all right. Well,
I
you
know
stumped
that.
us.
Dug deep.
She dug deep, all right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
out of my league.
Yeah, me too. All right, find one more.
All right.
Find one more before we call it a night here. So, that's cool. I didn't know that something else was coming there.
Yeah.
That's good. That's great.
Thursday nights.
Kenny says KJ Farrell's is taking over the Mousetrap.
Yes, it is. It's called the Warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not moving. They're just opening
Just
another.
opening another venue.
Wow.
Another,
So I
another
guess.
club. Another.
So is this like a scoop here?
It's live feed. Yes.
Wow.
It's out
Yes,
there.
it's out there.
Oh,
It'll be
is that-
open sometime in April.
Yes, best
Very
of luck.
cool.
Amityville
That's fantastic.
on Broadway.
Good. Well, yeah. All the best with that. Yeah, we'll have to check that out. Yeah. Oh, you know what I wanted to ask you? We were talking about David Clark before. You know what? You know he recently changed the name of the Sting tribute band. You know what the name of the band is now? Every Breath You Fake. And I'm not joking. That's the name of the band.
Really?
As a
Yep.
cover band, as a tribute band.
That's the name
cute.
of the band now. Yep.
Well, he's also in a lot of other things. Isn't he in the Casino? Isn't the Clean Fantastics?
Kenny Sino is in Mr. Clean and the
Mr. Clean
Fantastics
and the
with
Fantastics.
with
and
Mike. Oh, that's one show
that's what's
we
so
went
hard.
to.
I
I
try to
didn't
tag
see you
everybody.
guys.
Right.
Right, I try to tag everybody. Unfortunately, Facebook only allows you to tag 50 people at a time.
Right. Yeah.
And it gets confusing who's playing in what band when. And,
Yeah, that's a
sometimes you
fun
don't
show.
know
I
what
think
to
they're
do.
putting something else together. I believe. Putting another. Actually, do they have a date? Actually,
I think they might be
do have another
playing
date.
the Farrells
They're playing the
again,
Farrells.
yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Kenny's all over the place. Yeah, but and that's one of the few times you get to see Del Judas outside of the Paramount or Moles playing.
Well, he's got his plaque. He deserves to have his
Well,
plaque.
true.
I'm
Yes, he
okay.
did.
That is his stage.
And it's the one, and it's also a time where you get to see him playing other things other than Billy Joel music. Another talented guy. I don't know if he's watching. I don't know where he's been. Mike,
He's on the road.
Yeah, true. Once he went on a Tuesday night doing his life on the porch. He never did it again after we spoke.
After we spoke. I don't know if I'll be invited back either.
You'll be invited back. Actually, you're not leaving. I'm keeping you. Are you? You know what? I'm going to reach for some water here. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry.
Did you stir?
Oh, is it? I didn't think it would take this long to find one more song.
I just started reading my book. You guys are talking.
Gave up on it.
Sticking it
We're
down.
not good. We're not good at this. Just sing a few songs.
All right, so, is it, that's it? James Taylor.
I just woke up yesterday morning.
That's all I have.
Speaking of concerts and James Taylor, that you had to bring that up.
Oh, yeah, you have DNA with James Taylor.
I have DNA with James Taylor from 2012. I was in Colorado, Red Rocks for the first time, started seeing James Taylor first row. And that'll be
First
a live,
row, is that
first
what
row,
you
first
Wow,
row.
very nice.
With some friends from Connecticut, Don and Colleen, that you know, really know the scene page, but hi. Yeah, we went with them and had a great time, and it was my first experience being in Colorado. And Red Rocks is a lifetime experience. You must put it on your bucket list.
Really?
I have to say, it was. I would retire there.
Really? Well, Sally lived in
I still live in
Colorado.
Boulder.
Did you ever go to Red
Loved
Rocks?
it.
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah?
it's beautiful.
Who'd you see there? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what again. But this is what again the concerts are about because they're memories of a lifetime.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, most of I have so many memories from concerts and friendships, and I remember the first time I saw Springsteen was, like a religious experience for crying out loud. I remember one time seeing McCartney where Eddie Murphy was sitting behind me.
Wow.
There's so many.
I was at the Giant Super Bowl when they played Tampa.
Really?
So that's another lifetime experience.
That
I'll never
must
forget.
be something.
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Wow. Wow.
MC Hammer was right there. Whitney Houston sang the national anthem.
Oh, that's the game
That
you were
was
at?
it.
Wow. Holy moly.
So again, these are lifetime experiences, and
We're
Music
trading for the
does
world,
that.
right?
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right. It's the love of music that it's based out of, but there's so much more that comes out of it.
Again, it's the friendships and the bondings and the connections with people
Right.
that is really what makes it every day, and that's why the page continues on every day.
Marianne Stone is watching. Marianne Stone,
Yes,
I don't know,
yes.
do you guys know Marianne by any chance? She is a wonderful music photographer. She takes great photos, nice action shots, and just, she's a lot of fun. Kenny Forgione says, tell Sheri and Faye I call them savoir faire and savoir hair. Which is which,
That's
Kenny?
awesome.
Which is
You're
which?
right.
Hair, she's the
That's
best.
good. That's it.
And
Kenny,
I-
kudos.
And I have her, I'll
He did. He named me that, and that was my nickname. It stuck with me for at least 5 years now.
oh really?
Because again, I was here, there, and everywhere.
Do you want to do Jeff's?
Yeah, I'll read them, Jeff's
Oh, here we
message.
go, Jeff.
Jeff Siegel says, ladies, blink twice if you're being held captive against your will.
You twinkle my nose like Tinkerbell.
I'm looking.
Jeff is jealous.
No, Jeff.
Jeff was
rocks.
begging
Jeff
us.
rocks.
He was begging us,
Jeff
please
rocks.
kidnap me, please. And no, Jeff, no. All right, so what time is it? It's late, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. We always go late. All right.
Yeah, it's quarter after.
Quarter after? Okay. All right, we're good. All right, so as always, we appreciate you guys watching. We had a great time tonight. Next week is going to be a little different. We have a fellow named Carl Wooden coming on the show. Carl is probably the first guest, actually, first or second guest that is not music or comedy related. Carl,
Kind of, because he
well,
really.
all right, kind of, yeah. He's been
Yeah.
involved a little bit with Sony Records, and actually, if you look at the Billy Joel box set, My Life, you'll see Carl's name on there. Carl has some Billy Joel connections, but he's also a world traveler due to his job, and he just recently went on a trip to the South Pole, which I find very interesting.
He's been on every continent.
He's been on every continent, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a hell of a nice guy, and he's going to talk to us about his job, about his world travels, and his Billy Joel connections as well. So that'll be.
He's also incontinent.
But he's a Philadelphia Phillies fan, so. But we'll pick on him and have a good time
No,
with
you
him.
know what's great about that too? We go to a lot of concerts. We went to the Moody Blues Cruise out in
cool.
Florida, and again, there's so many things out there that we just
Music
try to
cruises
make
are
aware for
Right.
people to be aware of the 70s band. They're all doing these cruises to Bermuda and take advantage of them.
Sure.
You know, and it's giving your element.
And these guys,
It's
they-
again another lifetime experience due to music and
Right.
people being brought together. And
That's
Penny,
exactly
did we
what it
not
is.
have a great time at that cruise?
And,
You guys gone, man.
and these guys, they don't just play on the cruise. Like you can actually hang out with them.
They,
right, on the cruise?
except for Moody Blues, they didn't really mingle.
Oh, really?
But Chuck Negron, we have a breakfast with them,
Oh,
and the
Chuck
zombies
Negron.
were there.
Oh, really?
Oh, it was just,
That's
again,
cool.
you're in your element, it's lifetime experiences, and take advantage of these these music events.
People
Paul-
are saying it's a great show. Like a lot of people are saying. It's
Oh,
a great
cool.
show.
Paul Dantona.
Here he goes. Hey, Paulie.
Sheri is the.
That's Paulie D. Do you know who that is? Do you know who he is?
I know
D.
Paulie G.
No, that's Paulie D. This is Paulie D.
I don't know.
He's
Paulie
in the
D. My
house.
apologies. He's in this house.
He's a junior trainer, a rocker. He's a.
Is she speaking English?
I don't-
Junior
Doesn't
train-
know.
what? Oh,
He's
all right.
yeah, he's a junior rocker. He's
Well,
a trainer.
what did
He says Sheri is the best and Faye is awesome too. Video all the bands. Give my friend Jimmy a plug. So, they know-
Jimmy!
Jimmy!
Woo!
You guys rock this as usual. Smooth. Thanks, girls. Awesome show. Great show. Hi, Joe. Stay.
That
Good
must be
show
Paul.
tonight. Thanks, girls. Great job, ladies. Two beautiful souls right there. Dash on.
Dash on, Robbie.
Two beautiful souls. There's three
Aw.
people sitting here. Fucker.
He's a beautiful
Fucker.
soul,
Oh, gosh.
baby.
Thank Tony
This is
for
after
sharing the good
hours.
stuff. Sherry scene, cool. Oh, you know what? And I'll throw out there too. Robin Gilbert and the Generators. Robin
Oh,
Gilbert, I go
good.
back 20 plus years with her and her husband Manny. One of my favorite bands. Love the Generators. Love Manny. They were on the show a couple months ago. They're fantastic. They post on your page all the time. So I'm just mentioning them for no reason. Yeah. So Carl is next week. 2 weeks from tonight, we have Kenny Forgione, which I'm kind of excited about. The week after him, we're going to have Pine Street Band. You guys know Pine Street?
Oh, God. Great guys.
Absolutely. I go way back with
His dad.
his dad, Ed. Yep. Jesse's dad, Ed.
Jesse's great. I try to
Great
be there.
band, really
You know,
talented
young
kids.
teen kids.
Right. Jesse is a 6-year-old kid.
Oh, totally. Very supportive of the page. Love you guys. Yeah, I do.
And then he has like other kids in the band too that are in diapers. They're amazing.
Yeah, no, very good, very talented players.
Yeah, they're
They
really
did the Battle of the Bands. They were all over.
and they're huge Kiss fans.
Yeah, they went to they're pushing that Kiss event. There's a
Jesse
Kiss
was
event
like-
in May
Right.
at the Holiday Inn or somewhere in Plainview.
Very excited to have them on very excited to have them
Oh,
on
do
the
we
show.
get special guest visitors to watch?
Oh, you anytime.
Now
Actually,
I know how to get here.
for Pine Street, we're actually going to them. Which
Ah.
and they're actually over here somewhere. They're right in this area, which we're not disclosing where we are. All of our stalkers will
Because
come.
we've kept all our past guests. we don't want
They have a
them to
loft
be
up there. We don't know really what's up there.
Really?
So we'll see you next week with Carl Wooden. This is Faye. This is Sheri. That's Sally. And we have a Liberty Stick.
Yes.
And thank you guys for watching. We had a lot of fun. It was
Guys,
fun.
rock. Oh my God, it was awesome. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank
sweet.
you. We'll
Rock
see you next
on.
week. Thanks, guys.